Well. Good morning, West Ham fans. Tim Steidten has set his stall out. He wants Ben Johnson to sign a new deal. Yes, everybody, Russ on the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. Hope you enjoyed Irish Tommy slow show last night. I had a great night. Went to see Colton and Jimmy Walker in Collier Road V13 events. Paul Flower was there. He won some tickets from us on one of the, I think it was one of the halftime shows we did. So that's why you got to watch every time we go live, because we never know when we're going to drop some free stuff for you guys. But anyway, back to West Ham, sadly. And a report from the Athletic has been talking about Tim Steidten and his growing influence at West Ham and the immediate decisions he has to make, which could impact what goes on going forward, if that makes sense. One of the things we were talking about particularly was Ben Johnson, and he sees obviously he tied down Jarrod Bowen to a 7-year deal, and he sees Ben Johnson as the next, not cornerstone, but the next real contract negotiations which determine the outlook of West Ham going forward. It'll be easy enough to not offer Ben Johnson a new deal. We've had two turned down already, but he's had a relative renaissance, really, in all honesty. He's made 7 Premier League appearances this season. His contract is up in the summer, but according to the Athletic, obviously Steiden's now taken a lead in player recruitment, and also looking at the retention of players as well. In January, members of the hierarchy were reluctant to engage in further contract talks with Ben Johnson, who was entering the final months of his deal. And despite the fact he turned down 2, Tim wants to keep him. He's made Jono's made a remarkable turnaround in the last 2 months, 3 months, just literally when we haven't started winning, but he's been playing really well. And for several months he's been overlooked. I still think it's a tragedy that, someone like Soufal's getting over him in right back. I think Johnson offers us a bit more dynamism in that area, to be honest. Obviously, he's played in a number of different positions, and I think that's to his detriment, really, in terms of Ben, because he's seen as a squad player, not seen as the first choice right back or the first choice left wing or the first choice central midfield. He's a good squad player, which doesn't help his career trajectory, in terms of my eyes. The versatility is great, but he needs to sort of really hone in on a role, and that's his role, and make it himself. We've had plenty of footballers in their time have done that. Was it Ashley Maitland-Miles? Same thing, wasn't he? He could play a number of different positions, but never really sort of got a position down. I think he's playing for Lyon or someone like that at the moment. Randomly, but we'll see. Obviously, he's turned down, as Ben's turned down 2 contract offers. His agents want more money, saying he's a key first team player. Not saying he's this, he's a starter, but he's part of the first team squad, an indispensable member of the squad. I don't think you can argue that. I think he's very much part of the squad, and he's probably 12th, 13th on the team sheet, in all honesty, unless there's been an injury or there's been suspensions. And I think it's important to have those players around there, because they do add to the squad. As much as I think it's to Ben's detriment, I think it's to West Ham's advantage to have a versatile player who can play in a number of positions and play admirably in a number of different positions. That was the issue, I think, with Fornals as well. He ended up becoming a bit of a jack of all trades and diluting what he's actually good at. And I think that's the same with Ben Johnson. He's always been a defender, but then you put him in central midfield and he played all right, and he played quite well. And that's how he started off his career as a central midfielder. Left wing, maybe not so much, in all honesty. Left back, possibly. If Emerson pushed out to left wing, I don't mind that as an idea. But Tim, apparently, it's on his very high on his agenda to get Ben tied down to a new deal so he doesn't leave in the summer. We've got a big enough rebuild job as it is. And leaving someone like Ben Johnson will have multiple holes in the squad because he's like, probably the second or third choice left back. He's the second choice right back. He's probably about third or fourth choice CDM role. He can play centre half. He's about fourth choice there. He's probably about third choice. They play a back three in terms of the right back. He goes, and you have to get the amount of players you have to get in to replace those positions will be phenomenal. So hopefully Tim does his magic again. But apparently he's high on the agenda. Anyway, keep an eye on the channel. We'll be doing all the stuff. Looking forward to the Brentford game on Monday. If we're looking forward to it, are we looking forward to it? And until then, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, and come on, you bloody irons.